really the right way to go. Because, I mean, there's the question of who buys a CD. I buy a CD. I just don't buy the CD until I've already heard all the music on it. Then I love the CD, then I want it, and I want it on CD so that I can carry it around with me, so I can loan it to other people, and just as a memento, so that, I mean, you love looking back at your bookshelf and saying, I've read all of these books, and I've listened to all of these CDs. I remember when I bought that. I remember how old I was.
Okay.
So I think that there's really a response to being able to own a physical copy, to kind of almost just to show other people.
It's like a talisman.
You're
proud of it,
you
want to display it.
Yeah. And then, I mean, and with webcomics, like, I read lots of webcomics, and you will donate if you've been reading for a long time, but also, you don't, and you'll buy a book for them, but you'll also buy the T-shirt, which maybe isn't an exact copy of the, but you just because you like the artist, that.
Well, I mean, I have a friend here who actually he's a part of the same company that does another one called PvP. Scott Kurtz. Chris Strawley, I just met recently. He does one called Star Slip. And basically, he has, he's collected all his, he's done his comic for like 5 or 6, but he's got like 2 volumes out already. They've done plushies of some of the characters, and they make money off of those. So it's making merchandise of the characters that you find, maybe you read the webcomic for free, but if you fall in love with it so much, there are certain ways to, just small memorabilia, that's how they make a living off of it.
Oh, to add to that, that kid, Soldier Boy? Yeah, guess what? On his YouTube page, every person who puts a comment on any videos that he uploads, he gets 2 cents. And he did it for whenever he became successful for 6 months. Some people who didn't like him, I'm sure you've heard about all the hip hop. Some of them saying, "Oh, that's not hip hop." They're struggling about defining. And then after 6 months, he posted it on his website saying, he's like, "I have something to tell you that everybody who's hating me, I want to thank you because you've been making me money for the last 6 months." And guess what? Even though he says it, people still commenting bad comments. So
where did he get the 2 cents from? Who's paying him?
I think they're recording company because he's been bringing traffic. It's all about bringing traffic, and he's getting rewards.
Some video hosting sites, outside of YouTube. I think YouTube started they have a partnership that if you're your page or your video started getting an amount of hit, they get some revenue now. Some of them, I think Rever or even Blade, if you put they have an agreement where basically you do advertisements on your page with your videos, and you get so many hits, you'll get a small portion, granted like 1 or 2 cents. But if you start getting a lot of hits, you get 1,000 hits a day, that starts to add up after a while. So.
Yeah, I don't know, and Google AdSense also. If you build your own website, it will just automatically find ads. It's completely free. You just copy the code from Google, and they'll start posting ads on your site. And it's not with them. It's not about views normally. It's about click-throughs, but the people will. Sometimes it's about views if you have enough viewership. But then the companies find you. If you have a lot of traffic, Google is keeping all those stats, and particularly if you're a niche, to where they really know specifically who your audience is, and it's somebody they can target to, then they're delighted. For instance, medical blogs can make so much money from ad revenue just because of the type of viewership that they have.
I think there's a larger point that's being missed when we're talking about trying to translate art into money, and that issue is not new with the internet. That's a very old issue. And the internet, because it makes everything so easy to be distributed, when we're talking about distributing information and charging for it, that sort of goes against the natural law of how the internet behaves. Charging for the distribution is supposed to be free. So I think that the most successful business models would be the ones that take advantage of its ability to generate exposure, and then if you've already jumped over the hurdle where your art is ready to translate into money for however that groundswell happens, whether it's enough important people want to see it and spend money, like with your video stuff. Obviously you're not talking about selling or having a single piece make money. You're talking about